What is going on, guys? My name is Commander and welcome to more Pokemon Showdown. We have 4 OU replays for you today and a random battle just because. So here's our first match. We kind of went with the same OU team as normal: Garchomp, Syl-veon, Excadrill, Mega Absol, Manaphy, but instead of Talonflame, this time we added Victini just to see how much heat we can give people. So here's our first battle. We're going to start in with Garchomp. He goes into Volcanion, which could be an issue, but I'm going to set my rocks because I could take a Steam Eruption. That is a Specs Steam Eruption, mind you. And I'm just going to sack off Garchomp here. And he has some damage off, so I'm going to go into Victini and Bolt Strike him out as he goes into Umbreon. I'm going to U-turn out. Probably thought I was banded. As most banded or Scarf. I'm going to go into Syl-veon. He's going to Wish. As he goes into Zapdos for some reason. I go for Hyper Voice. Does a good chunk of damage, however. Zapdos recovers. He's going to defog the rocks away. So I Hyper Voice again. If I can Hyper Voice one more time. However, he goes into Venusaur here. Hyper Voice does a little bit. He probably could have just clicked Sludge Bomb and done very well. However, Psyshock. And that was a lower roll. I survived the Sludge Bomb, and Psyshock will take out Mega Venusaur. Oh, his team, if you can tell, is Umbreon, Mega Venusaur, Magmortar, Volcanion, Metagross, which just took out Syl-veon, and Zapdos. So we're going to go into Mega Absol here because knockoff is an OHKO, almost an OHKO. He clicked Meteor Mash, and that's going to take out, yay. So our main threat there, Bullet Punch. We'll take Bullet Punch very easily, and Rocky Helmet's going to take out Metagross as he goes into Umbreon. He's going to protect, I believe, as I use Iron Head just to get some flinches off. I'm going to go for Iron Head just see if I can't flinch, and he's going to use Wish. I'm assuming a Wish Protect, but it was a Wish Pass. And I went for Earthquake, expecting just to protect, and yeah, no, his Zapdos back again. Rock Slide, however, is going to do a lot of damage to Zapdos as Heat Wave almost takes out. And then just trying to get rid of this thing. It survives on 1 HP, but it flinched. So he does swap, and he goes into Umbreon. Rock Slide will almost take out Umbreon. I'm assuming Wish. Nope, he used Protect. His Rock Slide just kind of protected through Rock Slide. Now he goes into Magmortar, which Iron Head doesn't really do a whole lot. He uses Earthquake, takes out my Excadrill, so now we're down to 2, and we're going to go Manaphy, and I think sweep with Manaphy because I'm going to hit Tail Glow. As he uses Thunderbolt, we're going to survive that, and then just Scald things. He goes into Umbreon. I'm protecting the Protect, and that's what I predict, so we're going to have a double Tail Glow up. Very excessive. +6 Tail Glow. So he goes into Zapdos, and Ice Beam will take out Zapdos. So that was the first one. A 2-0 win with Manaphy. We go into the next game. His team, Francix, is Dragonite, Lantern, Mega Aggron, Liepard, Galvantula, and Craw. I'm going to lead with Garchomp again. Just a lead that most people don't expect. He goes Stippy Webs. I'm going to put up my rocks just for the Dragonite. And he goes Aggron. As I'm going to Dragon Pulse. Also, I swapped, as I have Victini, I could swap Garchomp's moveset. I'm barely going to survive the Avalanche, as I'm going to, double damage there, as he's going to now go into Crawdon. Aqua Jet, I don't know why he did that, maybe he should have, but anyway, he's going to take a lot of damage because it's a Life Orb. I'm going to go into Manaphy here. So he uses Knockoff, that did a lot, he took out the Rindo Berry, but that puts him in perfect Energy Ball range. As he goes Dragonite. I really didn't have much. He used okay, I could have swapped and I would have been screwed, but I stayed in and used Ice Beam and it worked really well. He's going to go to Aggron here, as Scald did take it out. So just kind of swap his team here with the Manaphy, as he's going to go Liepard, knock me off. So it's a 4-3 King, as I go into Excadrill. He can't really do a whole lot, so he's going to use Knockoff, which does a good chunk of damage and takes off the Rocky Helmet. I'm going to Rapid Spin here. And Earthquake should give me an OHKO. And Knockoff almost took me out. Iron Head does take him out. As now he goes Lantern. He uses Scald to take out Excadrill, so now it's a 3-2 game. So I go into Mega Absol. We're going to click knock off. Almost takes that lantern. The choice specs is he uses Scald. That almost takes me out, and it burns me, and I'm dead. So it's a 2-2 game. We're going to go into Syl-veon here. Hyper Voice may end up winning me the game. Goes into Galvantula. He uses Thunder. That's going to only take 36, as Hyper Voice does take him out. So Syl-veon picking up the kills. Another 2-0 win. And here we have this person, which is Dial Pick 13. I faced him 3 times. 2 was OU replays, and 1 was a random battle. And he's an awesome dude. As you can see, we agreed on a Fairy Steel Dragon Core with Garchomp, Syl-veon, and Excadrill. He also has a Volcanion, a Mantine, and a Tangrowth. So he also has a Fire, Water, Grass Core. Let's start this one. He starts with Volcanion. Sorry, I just woke up. So I go into Manaphy to take this Steam Eruption. That was a lot. He specs Volcanion as he goes into Salad Fingers, also known as Tangrowth. I swap out, go into Garchomp as he Sleep Powders Garchomp. This was very problematic. It starts really bad for me. As now he Leech Seeds. Doesn't really do a whole lot to me. He goes into Zone Garchomp. I'm just going to swap into Syl-veon here as he's Mega Garchomp Dragon Rush, so I take that, which is really helpful. He goes into Excadrill as I use Heal Bell, so Garchomp wakes up. I go into Garchomp as he puts up his rocks. He goes into Mantine as I put up my rocks. He doubles back into Syl-veon. I use Draco Meteor, so that really is redundant. I'm going to go into Excadrill here. We kind of have the same switch-ins as he uses Toxic, which I'm immune to. He's going to go into Volcanion, as I use Rapid Spin. Now, if I can get rid of Volcanion, that would be nice. However, I don't think that'll happen, so we're going to go Manaphy and take another Steam Eruption. Energy Ball almost takes him out because it's spec Steam Eruption. So my best play is to go Mega Absol, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. As we're going to Mega Evolve and use Knockoff, take out the specs, which I kind of predicted from Calkine. Here's Salad Fingers. I swap into Garchomp again as Sleep Powder misses. I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do. I expected Syl-veon to come in, so I use Roar and brings into Excadrill, which is not the greatest in the world. However, he goes back into Syl-veon, so I use Roar, expecting that again. Goes into Garchomp, which is exactly what I want. Going into Syl-veon, who's going to use Dragon Rush. I'm immune to that. He goes into Excadrill as, I believe, yeah, Hyper Voice. Does a good, decent chunk of damage. Now, as you can see, a very switchy game as he Rapid Spins the rocks off, but he's going to take a lot of damage there. He swaps into Syl-veon again as I Roar him out and go into Tangrowth. So, put my rocks up as he uses Sleep Powder, so I'm Sleep again. I'm going to Sleep as he's going to pull up a Leech Seed. And now Giga Drain, so I'm just sacking off Garchomp here. I'm going to wake up and get a good Draco Meteor off with a crit, which was very helpful. And so now I could kind of run through the team with Victini, but we're going to go Mega Absol here. Knockoff's going to take off Salad Fingers Leftovers. He goes into Excadrill. Knockoff, that's going to take out Excadrill. Very helpful. He's going to go Mantine. He uses Protect as I use Knockoff. Could have clicked Swords Dance. I didn't know that he had Protect though. So Knockoff, that does a lot of damage. Steve Irwin, I don't know who that is. Scald's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to Protect. So I just go for some Headbutt, just cleaning up Knockoff. Got to take off that. He's going to go into there. I click Sucker Punch just to do damage as he uses Earthquake, takes out Mega Absol, so it's a 3-2 game. We're going into Syl-veon. He uses Stone Edge, that does a lot of damage, however. Hyper Voice does more. I'm going to take out his Mega Garchomp. Now he goes Syl-veon. I calc that Hyper Voice does more. He's going to have Protect, I believe, and that's just going to stall the game a bit more. His Quick Attack could take him out, and now there's that. He Toxics me. However, I should be able to live 2 Toxic rounds. He's going to Protect. I should have Heal Belled there, but I did not. So I Quick Attack, almost take him out. He's going to use Wish. I'm going to go down to Toxic. I'm assuming he's going to Protect this turn. That's exactly what he does. However, Victini's in Headbutt just because. And then Victorino goes him anyway. So that was our third replay that I won. Another 2-0 replay. Okay, this team that I just came up on the spot. His team is Escavalier, Volcanion, Avalog, Registeel, Crobat, Amoonguss. My team is Mega Lopunny, Azumarill, Mew, Kyurem Black, Jirachi, and Weavile. And I did not expect this team to play well. No, I don't want that. So he goes into Escavalier. Megahorn misses as I get my rocks up. I'm going to U-turn out. He has a Rocky Helmet. That's not very good. I go into Azu. Megahorn misses. I'm going to Belly Drum up. And because of my stupid HP, I do not get my Citrus Berry. And so Azumarill was a waste. I could have really ran through his team. His team was completely weak to fire types, and of course I didn't have a fire type on the team. But I will take out Registeel with Lopunny. As he goes Crobat, I have an Ice Punch for that. That doesn't take him out. And his Brave Bird will, and he'll sack off that. As he goes into Escavalier, as I have Jirachi, I'm going to Thunderwave the Escavalier as he uses Megahorn. That does a lot of damage. I'm just going to click Iron Head and try to sack off. Sorry, my Flash can't move. Another Iron Head. Take out Jirachi. It's a 3-4 game as we go into Sneakers. Sneakers pulling into Workies. This was a really close game. Okay, he goes into Volcanion, so I'm like, he's Steam Eruption. So this is the only thing that can take a Steam Eruption. It was a Fire Blast, and it missed. So I go for Earth Power. It does take out the Volcanion, which was the biggest threat on the team, but now he had 2 very bulky Pokemon. I'm going to use Earth Power again as he goes for Avalanche. That does a decent amount to Super Dude from Super Blah. And then Draco Meteor is going to take out Avalug. And Amoonguss is going to be an issue. The blue ball. So I use Drag Pulse to get some damage off. He's going to use Spore. Can't really do a whole lot. He's asleep as he uses Giga Drain, so I just have to take off Kyurem Black. Draco Meteor, he toxics me. Gonna go for another Draco Meteor. And this is where things get stupid. So, I did not do my calcs right. I was expecting Weavile to flinch to move. I was expecting Weavile to X-Scissors to Oko at this range. Guess what? It didn't. He's going to Spore me, so it's like, I have Ice Shard. Ice Shard probably would have Oko'd him at the time. But I did not expect X-Scissors not to Oko from that range. So he's going to take out Sneakers. So it's a 1-1 game. I have Mew, but Mew has Psychic. And so we're going to win a 1-1. And now the last one is a random match. I'm going to lead with Mega Absol, and he leads with Superior. I'm going to swap immediately into Scyther, which is my best swap into Superior, and Technician Scyther with a Eviolite. Very helpful in this match. My main pivot overall. He goes into Tracheon, which does not want to take that at all, but he's a leftover Tracheon, still doing a lot. So I'm going to swap and go into Tyranitar here, expecting Tyranitar to have Earthquake, and that's not the case, and you can just use a fighting move, so I'm going to double into Alomola. And he did have Earthquake, and I'm going to sack off Alomola here. He already knows 4 of my Pokemon. Or I'm going to go Scyther expecting another Earthquake, and that's just kind of slow things down, really. Then I'm just going to double back into Alomola with Regenerator, and Close Combat, not really good on my part. I already have 1 down, but however, I'm going to go for a very good Drain Punch. That's super effective. He goes into Mess Spirit. I'm going to double into Absol. He used Signal Beam, which was really smart. I'm going to use Sucker Punch. That does not take out Mess Spirits, but Signal Beam does. Probably Knockoff, probably. I don't know if I got Knockoff or not. We're going to go Sableye here as he uses Signal Beam again. I use Knockoff. So now 2 of his Pokemon are down. It's a choice best. So we're even. He goes into Superior as I use Recover. Leech Seed. I should have taunted this turn, but I didn't. Instead, I Toxiced, which might have helped later on. So I didn't know if Knockoff would be of assistance, but it did. Well, he used Dragon Pulse, which did a decent amount. Knockoff took out the sub. And so I'm going to taunt here. Right, yeah. Taunt did is he used Leaf Storm, and so Superior was going to be a pretty big issue. I didn't have a whole lot of switch-ins to this. Scyther was the only one really, so I'm going to Roost up, expecting him to switch as he used Dragon Pulse. That doesn't do a whole lot to me. Aerial Ice will take out Superior, which is really nice. As he goes into Thunder, it's like, oh, so it's a 3-3 game. Tyranitar's like my only switch into this thing, and you're going to see a very stalling match here of swaps between his Hitmontop, my Tyranitar, and my Scyther. Just trying to outmaneuver things, because, so that didn't work. So I'm going to go Scyther here, take this close combat very well. He swaps back into Thundurus as I Roost up. Going to take the Focus Blast. Well, it's Focus Blast Misty goes back into Tyranitar. I used Ice Beam just in case. Thought I could freeze, that didn't work. He doubles into Thundurus, which was kind of smart because I went Scyther. However, I go back into Tyranitar to take a Thunderbolt. Life Orb Thundurus, that's interesting. So he's going to Focus Blast. That does take out Tyranitar. However, that allows me to make an easy switch into Hitmonchan. And he's going to Nasty Plot. However, Nasty Plot's not going to be very nice against an Ice Punch, and that's exactly what I do. Now he's going to go Hitmontop again, who could probably take me out. So I swap back into Scyther. And Mach Punch. Definitely take that well. He's going to go into it, which was Torterra. That's why he didn't want to switch it in, because Aerial Ace is a 2 Oko on this thing. And so I can just win the game clicking Aerial Ace, and that's exactly what I do. See, now goes into Hitmontop, Intimidate. So, but he uses Sucker Punch, which was a decent move, because I used Aerial Ace, and take it out. So another 2-0 win. The 2-0 wins are very prominent in this episode, so that is all. My name is Commander. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment down below. We'll see you again next time.